Hey, what's going on? Hanky here with a loan lift. And today I want to go over why we make it so unreasonable not to close 30 loans consistently in 180 days with AI. If you're someone who is looking to scale past your current book of business, then this video is for you. If you're a loan officer, mortgage broker, originator, branch manager, and you're looking to help your team kind of scale their own production, then this video is for you. Or if you're someone who is who knows how to scale but struggling quarter after quarter, month after month to actually scale the business, then this video is for you. Or if you want to be doing $27 a month, 27,000 grand a month, or 36 grand a month, or you want to send me a big fat message saying, hey, I was looking at 10 lead generation companies, and before I decided to work with a Hanky, and if you want to be doing a $25 grand a month, things like that. So there are a couple of things you need to understand to even get close to that number. It's which is, and now it's more important than ever before to get in front of as many people as possible to close as many deals as possible. And it all comes from straight experience. It has nothing to do with any sort of bias or any idea or any assumption in our head. Reason is I have a 6 to 10 conversation daily with mortgage brokers, originators, working with 180 clients at a time, doing $3 million in just a year. And so just watch this video till the end, and you will understand exactly what I mean by that. Why it's so important for you. I have seen applications. I went to Facebook groups and actually talked to several loan officers, and all of them usually say that rates are the important factors, and main reason that they are not closing the enough loans that they want. And well, you're wrong. I kind of agree with this notion, but but it's not the absolute reason why you're not closing enough loans. There's not 2020 or 2022 anymore. Rates aren't at a 3%. Today's climate does not allow a simple flow of acquiring customers as it did it in 2020 or 2022. Back then, customers were flooding the gates, reaching out left and right, and a lot of originators were finding success in ease with mortgage until they didn't. Although today's market is making mortgage a little bit unattractive, but people are still buying homes, man. And I don't want to rub anybody the wrong way or offend anyone, but it's just the way it is. And the reason that I say that is because I have a lot of conversations each day with LOs, and the difference I see between the LOs that are having success versus those who are struggling. Those who are not struggling, they tend to focus more on the client acquisition, and those who are struggling, the first thing that they bring up, I swear to God, the first thing they bring up is the interest rate. Interest rate. But man, the thing is, if that was the case, if the interest rates were the only reason why your or realtors the reason that your mortgage business is not successful, that would mean people were not even buying the homes. But the thing is, people are buying the homes. And the reason that I say that, and I know that, is because I know loan officers who are closing over 30 to 70 loans in a month, doing over 5 million to 120 million dollar a year. And even if for example, if even if you are just closing one loan per month, you are the testament to the fact that people are still buying homes. Yes, I understand that it's now it's harder than ever before, but that just means that it's more important than ever to master the client acquisition than ever before. It's not as easy anymore, I give you that, but your focus needs to be getting attention and data. And I will show you later in this video how we are doing that for our current partner LOs. But I just want to get this thing out of the way. The climate, and the way rates are, does indeed makes it harder than before. But that doesn't mean it's completely impossible. Next thing you might be thinking, well, I don't have time, nor do I want to put my face out there. Well, I'm gonna give you my perspective on this and the perspective of other successful LOs. And I want to tell you that we respect everyone. We don't want to offend anyone, and we are not in a business of forcing people to do what they don't want to do. However, whether you agree or disagree, your next generation of buyers are older and younger millennials. According to the National Association of Realtors, people from 25 to 35-year old, about 30% make up majority of the home purchases in today's market, and it's growing, and there's a growth. So your borrowers are on social media, searching up things, doing googling, just all over the internet, just like you are watching this video. So your borrowers are all over the internet, but do you know who is not on the internet? You are not on the internet. You're not exactly where your customers are, and your competition will be running laps around you. So your competition will be running laps around you when they use social media to get all the attention that you don't have. I mean, if you look at these business in general, like the top companies which has a trillion-dollar valuation, like Apple, Nvidia, Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet. Alphabet is the parent company of Google, Meta, Tesla, TSMC, Berkshire Hathaway. What do all these companies have in common? Attention and data. Things you don't have, which might be the reason you're struggling to scale your mortgage business to a 100K profit. And the reason might be because you're not focusing on the client acquisition, you're just trying to create a perfect scenario. This is where your focus should be: grabbing attention and getting the most amount of data, and try to funnel in this data into a proven streamlined pipeline, and we will go over that. So that's one thing. And if you're still thinking that yeah, I don't have time, or I don't want to put my face out there, well, the thing is, if you don't do that, your competition will do it. And we have seen from the data that doing a mortgage in a traditional way and marketing yourself in a traditional way is getting pushed out year by year, and your customers are keep getting more online. So you might as well take the leap and take the action. You might as well stop your fear and stop being the growth of your business. But again, we just don't want to rub in the wrong way. But it all comes down to this fact. And ultimately, we don't want to rub in people in the wrong way and offend anyone. But if you just, I'm gonna tell you that I don't have time, or I don't want to put my face out there. Well, I'm just gonna call it just a fear, because at the end of the day, your competition will do that, and your customers are online where you're not. So that's just how I see it. Again, I don't want to put anybody in a wrong way, but that's just the way it is. The cost of you doing this, well, simple answer: The cost of you doing this. Well, the simple answer is this does not require thousands of dollars, nor does it require a 40 hours work week. So what I talked about there, like putting the time or showing your face, it does not stuff like that. It doesn't mean that you have to do that like 40 hours of work per week, or spending thousands of dollars like per month on a marketing. Because if you have a right system, infrastructure, and A plus team, then you would barely need like 10 grand to scale to $100,000 in profit. Last thing, nothing was created by somebody who was unsatisfied. If you are satisfied where you are at, then this probably is not the best video for you. And the reason that I say that is because there was this thing my mentor told me the other day, and he was like, "Have you ever like wanted to?" I'm just thinking out loud just to let you know. Have you ever like wanted to help someone to change their life, and you tell them like, "Man, if you just make this one little change in your life, I think you would be more satisfied with your situation, and you would be more little more successful. And if you just make this one little change," and they're like, "Yeah, man, I'm good. Thanks for the advice, and I appreciate the advice." And when they go out, they don't make the change that you told them to, because they are satisfied where they are at. So if you're satisfied where you are at, I think then I don't think that we might be able to help you that much, because you're not dissatisfied to the position that you are at. Or even better, if you're a branch manager and if you have loan originator working under you, and where they have to put food on their own, they have to survive on the things of their business, and depend on you, and they have to make sure that their responsibilities are taken care of, and you are satisfied where your business is at, and but they are not. Hey, oh man, you do you, but that is the reason. If you are satisfied where you are at, uh, if I were you, I would just close the video and do some do something more funny, or like watch some funny video. But that's just me. But if you aren't satisfied where you are at, and you have some dissatisfaction with the position that you are in, so keep watching this video. So what are your other options if not? Well, doing nothing. But remember, you could do literally nothing, and you could wake up the next day and not do anything or change a thing. But keep that in mind, no action has a consequences. If nothing changes, well, nothing changes. That is the reason why I said and the thing about being satisfied where you are at, or being dissatisfied where you are at. So the cost of you doing nothing would be like you would be in the same position the next day or next month, the way that you are right now. Meaning, if you don't do anything, then don't expect to get any better results either. Your other option is cold calling. Oh boy. What do I say? What's interesting is that when you talk to loan officers or mortgage professionals, they will talk to you with their own bias, their own experiences. And the only reason that I say that is because I had a conversation, 6 to 12 conversation for each day for 6 month period of time with the loan officers and mortgage professionals, and then based on these conversation, I don't need to be a loan officer to know what kind of life looks like for a loan officer on daily basis, and what's going on in their life based on when it comes to in terms of business and profession itself. And the one of the common thing I hear from loan officer is cold calling. So basic idea is you spend time dialing to leads or realtors, friends and family, to generate some type of interest and business. This works. This works to get your first book of business in business, which is great. Good job. But This won't scale you to 30 loans per month. To scale, you would need leads and staff to call them, revenue to pay them, and system to set appointments, training available, background check, interview process, and keep that in mind that this is not including the quality of lead and the quantity of the or the quantity you have access to. Your next option is partnering up with realtors. What's interesting about realtor is that this is actually very great for beginner loan officer and even for better at a higher level. At a higher level, the more realtors you have, the more stronger foundation your business will have in the long run. Ultimately, though, it's a great source for business, and is all and so great that every single originator is taught to do the same thing. You are not the only person reaching out to these realtors in your area, and also try to set up the same time to meet up. Not only that, but when they send you the business, they can also stop sending you the business and leaving your business at the mercy of the realtor. And not only leaving your business at the mercy of the realtor, it's also the other thing with realtors. They also comes with their own experiences. They also come with their own biases, and they also come with their limiting beliefs. And the another thing about realtor is that those same realtors also have their existing preferable mortgage professionals. So you'd have to deal with that as well. You're gonna say that, well, I get that, I understand that you have preferred lenders, but what can I do to become one of them, or become better than them? So you also have to combat that as well. Use another agency or do it on your own, and what that looks like. Your success is not about me or LoanLift. We probably help you influence your success, but this is about you and about your decision, whether that's or with us, or do it on your own, or with someone else. You'd have to keep in mind. I just want to be your source of information. Okay, you don't have to do business with me. You really don't have to. And I'm not here to sell you on to that dream. But ultimately, we are here to make money with you, or as a partner, or XYZ. But we just want to be the source of the information for you. The point I'm trying to make here is that there's something going on which is very ironic, and you would never guess it. According to Forbes, the one thing most marketing companies neglect is, drumroll please, you would not guess it, their own marketing. Isn't that ironic? Isn't that hilarious? Even we are subjected to that problem. Like, but what's really interesting about this fact is that when I talk to a mortgage professional, they often talk about bad experience, saying that they promised this and delivered that, and it took my money and left, and things like that. So I just want to make it this very clear that no industry is perfect. There are definitely some bad marketing companies that we kind of have an idea of how they operate, but and we're not saying that we are perfect, but we just want to say that yeah, there are bad apples in this industry, and yeah. So look at a couple of things, such as look at their own marketing. Is it bland? Is it kind of guerrilla marketing? Is it bland? Is it hyperactive? Is it focused? What kind of offers are they running? Is it like thousands of appointments in 1 second, or like getting 200 loans in one day? Crazy offers. The frame of mindset I'm trying to make here is that does this seem too good to be true, right? So first things first, look at their marketing. Is it bland? Is it hyperactive? And what kind of audience and does this cater? Things like that. which are not that hard to find out. Second, do they nurture you? So like, just think about it. When you book with them, do they nurture you? Like, imagine if this is what they are doing with their business. Imagine what they're gonna be doing with your business. Like, third, do they have any content available online? So it's like, when you book with them, are they sending you any valuable resources? Are they giving you any free training? Things like that, which helps you understand what they do and how they are different. Do they have any unique competitive edge? For us, it's AI, and we recently implemented this infrastructure in our arsenal to make sure that we have that competitive edge, and it's been working very great with our current partners, LO partners, and this AI sounds so much like human. But ultimately, man, it all comes down to, is that team solid? By solid, I mean when you call them, do they sound solid in what they are trying to say? Do they sound confident even in what they are trying to sell? Do they sound reliable? You trust your intuition. That's what I'm trying to say. And even with us, when you hop on a call, when we call you, and something seems off, it might be there is a technicality problem in our system. It could be the training that we give to our setters. It could be one of our setters not having the best day. Uh, so things like that. We would definitely make it unreasonable that you don't close 30 loans in 6 months. But in terms of a discovery call or demo call, I'm not going to pretend that we are the best company in the world. We're going to be best experience, because we know that not everything is has to be perfect, but we would be realistic about it. But and we will remember what we promise, and we always under deliver. Yeah. But in terms of a demo and a discovery call, we're gonna be realistic about you. We're not gonna say that we're the perfect company. Work with us. Or if you don't work with us, you're gonna be damned or anything like that. We're gonna be realistic about our strength and our main point, and where our unique competitive edge is. The reason that we say that is because we know that not every company is bad or good, and we are human beings. So we're gonna be realistic about the things. So if you're trying to find a marketing, so run through this analysis of with every company, you would have better chances of success if you did not. If you're looking to do this on your own, find a mentor with experience. Like, I had to spend over 30 grand on courses to know everything that we have done. And I was 17 since I started doing marketing. I was 17. I worked in solar, roofing, and now in mortgage space for a very long time. So I had to put in time and work while also buying the courses to help me build a solid business that works. And also learn from someone who has done before, and be willing to pay for it. Un- Usually, the most effective way to grow business and scale the business is usually behind the paywall. And unfortunately, as it is, it's usually how things do. And this will decrease the amount of risk you're doing this on your own and failing at it. So let me give you a scenario. I started working with a new client. He had a different variables. His business model was a little different than what I was used to. Then and I was spending like $200 per day. Spent around eight grand, and didn't we got the lead, but we got didn't had enough good quality. We didn't had enough appointments. People didn't show up. People didn't know what they were signed up for. Once I found the mentor, and the disaster and mess become good, and it changed my life, and now I live and breathe marketing. So Yeah, please be willing to pay for it and find a good mentor. And I already told you this will decrease the amount of risk that you taking with things. Then basically what I'm trying to say is, if you find a mentor and with experience, this and that will decrease the amount of risk of you doing it on your own without having a mentor. That's what I'm trying to say. So this is how we get your business to over 100K cash collected in 6 months. Because what most mortgage people would think: lead, appointment, money. But it's usually little more complicated than that, and we're gonna go over that. So the first thing I want to go over: how we get a business, how we get your mortgage business to over 100K K cash collected in 6 months. And just to focus and all focus on infrastructure. What exact as meaning? What exactly is this code, a system, and SOPs? What is actually going on in business, and how do we turn attention into a lead, into an appointment, and into a closed loan, an appointment in a profitable way? And how do we turn this circle all around to scale this to 100K per month cash collected? So first we focus on lead flow. Without lead, your business is kind of dead. And lead is basically the person who is looking to get a loan, and first name, their contact information, and whether they want to get a loan, what's their credit score, yada yada yada. Whatever you want to get information to best help your prospect. That's what we call lead. And so, first things first, we want to identify and build a client acquisition channel like Facebook and TikTok, preferably Facebook, to acquire qualified prospects. And we are also going to use proven creatives, targeting and optimizing insights for the successful campaign that we're going to launch for you based on the past success we have with our client. We are also going to leverage in past client lead list and organic content framework, including script, and to enhance the reach. Organic content and paid traffic are going to be your main source to scale your business to 100K per month cash collected. And we're gonna get you in front of 1,000 people per day to see your offer, which is our proven method for a metric for to that aligns with our lead flow infrastructure that I want to go over. We are gonna give you our proprietary CRM system that we have built out, and we're gonna give you access to that, and to organize leads and initiate the nurturing sequence for follow-ups, so that whenever someone fills out the lead form, they're gonna get instant message of the nurturing, so that you would not be spending hours and hours just looking at your phone, just trying to qualify and send messages to them. This is all a streamlined process. It's going to be a sequence nurturing follow-up. And we are also going to implement an implement immediate contact, ideally under 2 seconds, using an AI dialers to vet and book in the leads straight into your calendar. And that AI bot will sound like a human. It's gonna sound like me or your seller, who is gonna be booking those leads into appointments to your calendars, as everything is gonna be happening on the back end. You are not gonna be doing anything in that process. I mean, we will give you the access, you if you want to check, but you don't have to worry about that this framework that I'm explaining to you. Our goal is to secure at least 15 to 30 appointments, qualified appointments, profitably on a monthly basis. And then once we have these 15 to 30 qualified appointments, regularly on monthly basis. So instead of hiring someone on salary or having these complicated things or left and right, we're going to build a streamlined system for you to get qualified appointments with a qualified prospect who are ready to buy in and who are already pre-vetted, and they are at the most high hot stage of buying journey. Originators, your clients don't even know and what you are about until they even hop on an appointment, because that's when they when they are that's when you can build rapport. That's when you start chit chatting and getting into the details. Okay, so that's why organic content comes into comes into real good play here. Is being able to send them resources to get them to know, like, and trust you before they even hop on appointment. We have seen is show up rate tripling with this. We want to make sure that we are pre-educating your prospects before, because we want to make sure that these people know you, trust your company before they even speak to you. What's actually very interesting about this is that most of the originator neglect, or they don't know about it, is that that prospect don't even know about them until they hope on appointment, because that's when you can start building rapport. That's when you start chit chatting and getting into the details, things like that. Okay, so that is the reason why I said before, organic content comes into real good play here. Being able to send them resources to get them to know, like, and trust you before they even hop in an appointment. We have seen show up rate tripling doing things like this. So we're going to build this off uh, for you. Now let's talk about loan infrastructure. We need to focus on maximizing closing percentage. We want to make sure that we are pre-educating our prospect beforehand, because we want to make sure that these people know you, like you, and trust you before they even speak to you. What's interesting is that with the most originators, your clients don't even know about you and who you are or what you are about until they hope on appointment, because that's when you're like you can build rapport. That's when you can start chit chatting. That's when you can start getting into details. Okay, that's why organic content comes into real good play here. Is being able to send in them resources to get them to know, like, and trust you before they even hop on an appointment. We have seen a show up rate tripling by just doing this little tweak in our framework and infrastructure. And we are going to build this off for you, and we already know how this work how this how this and all this is going to be structure for you. So this is an infrastructure that we are going to build to and manage and scale you for you. Okay, our goal is to close at least 3 to 5 loans per month at minimum. And there, 3 to 5 loans per month, and depending on your resources, if you're looking to spend if you're looking to spend if you're a big mortgage broker and you're trying to add 30 or 40 new loans a month on top of what you're currently doing, and you have a big budget for this can definitely jump a lot, even this 5 to 30 numbers of appointments. Okay, so depending on the resources, minimum 3 to 5 loans per month closed. Okay, all right, so we already got a good proven system. How do we make more money, and how do we scale this up to a new level, to new height, to get to that 100K cash collected minimum? Okay, so our first thing is making a scaling decisions based on analytics, not on emotions. Emotions are out of the way. And we have seen two things that most loan officers is creating more content to fuel their growth and lead generation, and then also hiring growth specialists for $3 for a day that are pre-trained by us, that are pre-vetted by us, that will send DMs on your behalf and do cold calls on your behalf to realtors and your prospect, just to add another additional way of generating business that you and your team doesn't have to do so. Your team doesn't have to send DMs for hours upon days. They don't have to make cold calls up anymore. This is what we call liver. You want to grow the business? You want to all you have to do is just pull a little lever to get the biggest ROI, which is going to be hiring growth specialist that likes to call them $3 per hour growth specialist that will take care of all that for you. Okay, obviously the goal here is to continuously scale and close more loans and reinvest in successful strategies. Okay, so that you have all this information, all this is just exactly how we scale companies. You will need to execute. If you have an idea but you don't execute, you are wishfully thinking, I wish I had a successful business, I wish I had 100k cash collected right now. Okay, so this is where the execution comes to into play. This is where we comes into play. Our program is very super simple. We call our program a loan lift done with you marketing program. This is where we build and manage and support the infrastructure necessary to close 30 loans in 6 months. And we give you access to the code and your AI license. We give you all the strategies and pre-call assets to make sure that when a lead comes in, comes through the door, they have the likelihood of converting into an appointment, and when they are in that appointment, they have the highest likelihood to close. Okay, we want to make sure that and they are qualified and timelines right, X, Y, and Z. Okay, now that I know a lot of now know a lot of you would be thinking, oh, if this works so well for you, then why don't you do it for yourself? Great question. And for me personally, I'd like to play where my strengths are at, and I want to play where your strengths are at. So if you're good at mortgage, be good at mortgage, and if I'm good at marketing, I'll be good at marketing. But the thing is, I don't partner with everybody. If we had pay for this, pay for that, pay per deal, close, you know, you call it a marketing fee or whatever you want to call it. Would I would love to do that actually, and I think I'd make lot of more money doing that, and even just build or reinvest into the company to make our process even more better. But the problem is that though, just hear me out. It has nothing to do with the person. It's just that from the business perspective, most originators are not worthy of working with. And what does that mean? Let's say if you're Warren Buffett and you're looking at 100 businesses, you're if you're Warren Buffett, you're not going to sign up with every single business out there. You if you what you're actually going to do, you're going to find a one single business and expect an outcome, amazing outcome, and the ones that's worth the most, it's going to make the most sense, and you're going to get into that most ROI. That's why our partnership program is only available done to our partners, and we will not do this to the public, and this is only available to our with our people, and done and in our done with you. So after 6 months, and you're already is seeing the revenue or 100k cash collected revenue, or if you're doing more than that, that's great. And we will look at you and be like, huh, hey yo, Dave, it actually you're very smart. Your team has a good attitude. You guys have been really consistent. You guys have communicated very well, and we are actually seeing really good success. So what I'd like to offer you here is percentage of sales, just a small percentage, and potentially owning a percentage take, and I will take my own six-figure team and to actually get into your business and run these infrastructure for you and scale past beyond what you are currently doing. Okay, so and we're going to implement more advanced strategies and get you and have you get direct access to our six-figure team. So that's just, if you are somebody who's looking for a partnership program, or this is and that thing, it has nothing to do with anybody. I just personally but I heard more many times before, but when they are like, well, I'm looking to scale past as seven figure, and I'm actually really good at sales, and I heard that before. Man, I really have heard that. We have put them in front of 15 to 30 calls, and they fumbled all of them. Okay, so we would go bankrupt if we just did a percentage of sales every for every single person, because every single person doesn't even have the same dream and they desire the same outcome, and that's just what it is. Okay, this is our main program, and this is what our lot of our clients are having success with. So this is what really gets someone off the ground into closing 30 loans in in a month. And then this program is more focused on scaling past 30 loans a month, doing about like 40 to like around 17. So with that said, obviously the main goal here is to make it unreasonable not to close 30 loans a month consistently in 6 months in with AI. If you already have a call book with us, awesome. If you don't, there's gonna be a thing below. It would be in the description. I believe so. So that exactly, and yeah, that was it. I know it's a little, but it is a training video. So yeah. So I'll see you in the meeting. If you have a call book with us and you watch this video till the end, we'll meet you in the call, and we're gonna have a good day. Have a nice one.